So far in this tutorial, we've discussed a variety of different CSS declarations of this form here, where we've got the property and then the value. Let's take a look at the current state of our application. I'm starting from my home directory here just to emphasize how you can get to the sample directory. Remember, this here will be your username. And we can open up the index page. And also let's fire up our text editor. So here we've got things like color, border, another color, and we've talked about a variety of other different things that match this pattern here. So in this chapter, we're going to focus on two of the most important kinds of values, starting with this one, the color value, and then also talk about sizing. These are two of the less intuitive kinds of values that we encounter in CSS. Some things are self-explanatory, but as Lee has emphasized, that these can get a little tricky, can't they?
Yeah, they just don't use numbers or values that you'd expect to see there. So we've used for colors the color names, but in actual practice, you don't use color names to define colors on the web. You use
Right.
another system. And for sizing things, you use different units than you might be used to, and they have different effects on the layout and how all the elements are sized. So you'd imagine, designing a web page, you spend a lot of time determining how big things are and how they look. So getting a grasp on these kind of values first is a nice way to dip our toe into some of the more complicated bits of CSS.
Great, let's get started.